Hey, everybody, welcome to the MURCA Guns and Freedom podcast with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. And as usual, this is just a conversation between me and my viewers. This is me being accessible. If you've got anything to say to me, you can come say it to me. I'm here every night. If you've got questions you want me to answer, if you've got topics you want me to address, or you just want to call me out for being a moron because you disagree with something I say, feel free to come and do it. I welcome all that. If you want, you can come in a live chat. We'll do a little segment where you educate me called Spank the Yank. So come on in, do it. I respect people who do, and I love doing it. It makes this a whole lot more fun, so feel free. I just like to be here so that I can be accessible, like I said, because, if everybody can come talk to me and you see somebody talking about me, well, then you know that they're a coward because they could easily come talk to me. It's one thing if people won't address you. I address everybody. Come on in, have your say. As usual, I like to start the chat with seeing if we sold any merch and saying thank you to those people for supporting the pets the TYMP program. And I think we did sell a couple today. Hold on. Yes, we got Michael Yeager. I think he bought the first of the "He Is Your President" shirt that I done. That got me in so much trouble. It got me in a lot of trouble, and I think he actually bought one. And then we got John Heasley. He bought a shirt and a magnet because he wanted the Grindhouse magnet that I had just drew last night. This was, I'll show it here real quick. If you are a old Disney fan, you'll recognize that this is a Planet Terror / Steamboat Willie mashup. And it is Pete's Grindhouse. So it's got peg leg Pete there. But instead of his regular peg, he's got the high-powered rifle, just like she did in the movie poster. And in the movie, too. So feel free to go over and buy that if you want, because all merchandise goes to help support TYMP. And there was one more person that did buy merch today. Who was it? Is Mark Calkins. We all know Mark Calkins. What did he get? Oh, he bought the Pete's Grindhouse shirt. See, I think I have a new favorite design over there. I really like this one. I think this one is something you don't see everywhere. So I like it. I really liked my Peekapoo, but they came after me for copyright. And Shopify says, yes, we understand that this is probably protected under parody, but we don't piss off the big companies. If you want to make them yourself and share them, great. What's that? Oh, gross. I didn't see that. Gross. Let me get back to the chat here. Okay, those were the people who ordered merchandise. Michael Yeager, John Heasley, and Mark Hawkins. So thanks to them. We did get one more Subscribe Star person today. Who was it that joined today? But them's not paid. It was Poe Ryder, because we already read Angel and Ryan Scott. Now we got Poe Ryder. Poe Writer 7 is our new patron over on Subscribe Star. I don't think we got any new patrons or anything. I don't think we lost any though either. So hey, we'll consider that. No, wait, Megan Lewis became a patron. Yeah. So, and Mr. Bison upgraded his membership. Mr. Bison. He's going to get a patch now because now he's a posse member. So now I got to mail another patch. So thanks a lot, Mr. Bison. I got to go to the post office again. Well, I got to go anyway because I mail these things and those things. I could have done it today. I should have done it. No, he can't go in the office today. It wouldn't have worked. So I got to take these to the counter, which is why my son never mailed them. Hold on. That's a check. I'll order. Someone wants me to check. I'll do that after the chat tonight. So I'll check on it and I'll get back to you. If it's something that they've canceled because they haven't made, if you're someone that ordered like one of these shirts and they didn't make it, and I didn't get you taken care of already, which I have most people, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to refund you the money for the shirt. You can either you can choose another shirt if you want. If you don't want to choose another shirt, I'm just going to refund your money for your shirt. I'm going to send you this design, the file, and you can take it to the mall wherever you live and have one made. If you really want this one. All right. Where was I doing? What was I saying? I don't remember. But let's get over here to the questions. I got to get to the PayPal. I got to log in. We got one coming in here from Casey Two Guns that says, I have not developed an opinion about Charter Arms yet, to be determined. Well, I would like to hear it once you do. I've always stayed away because I just didn't like the way they built them. It's got nothing to do with quality or anything, but I did always kind of want the pit bull because it has a little pit bull on the. And everybody knows I got a pit bull, got a Staffy pit bull, and I like pit bulls. All right, let's go over here, see if we got any super chats coming in. What is today? Today's the 22nd. We got Tim Fat Salami. And he said, if I win the zombie gun, can I get Phil engraved on the optic plate, cover plate? Yeah, I could do that. I don't see why I couldn't do that. I've got a laser engraver. I just got to figure out how to use it. Kate knows how to use it. He's used it. So I can put that on there. Dale Rickety chimed in here and got an entry into the drawing for the t-shirt and everything and says, all hail Phil. All hail Phil. Paul Bidenbach paid his $2 tithe to Phil. And a lot of you people ain't paying your Phil tithe. And he notices. He's keeping a list. And he's going to come get you. You're going to come home and go, where's my trailer? And people are going to say a tornado got it. And you're going to be like, but my baby was in there. And they're like, well, that's what happens. Where was I? Paul Bidenbach says, hail Phil, got here late. In their day, Dan Wesson revolvers were hard to beat, my opinion. The pistol pack was definitely hard to beat. Being able to switch out the barrels. I've got a pistol pack. And then I bought the 4th barrel size too. So I got all 4 barrel sizes. I think it's 2-inch, 4-inch, 6-inch, and 8-inch. Is that right? An 8-inch is just so gaudy and showy. No one needs 8 inches. Yeah, those were great. I still have mine. It's on the wall right over there. It's right there. Can you see it in the camera? No, you all can't see it because it's on the wall right over there. If you could see it, it's pretty. Mac P. White donated, got entry into the t-shirt drawing tonight and the silver bullet drawing this month. For the win! Nothing more to say. Well, you could have said more. You could have asked questions so I'd have something to talk about. Clinton Seattle just chimed in and said, favorite Leatherman multi-tool. You know, I don't have a favorite one. And I don't even know the names of the models. I know I've got one that belonged to my father-in-law, and I like it. And Caden has one that belonged to his grandpa that just passed away. He took his multi-tool. So he knows more about the name brands of them, the name models of them than I do. But I like a multi-tool. I keep one in my car, but I'd be damned if I know the difference in the model names. I just don't. I wouldn't be able to tell you the name of a single one of them. I just always called them Leatherman multi-tools. I never even knew there were different models. Coral chimed in and said, and paid his $2 tithe to Phil and said, hail Phil. Then we had Todd Huntington. You know, I used to live in Huntington. West Virginia. And he said, what is your plinking ammo of choice for 38-357? You know, lately when I've been shooting, I've just been shooting my Underwood when I go shooting because I have a bunch of it. Because I bought, not my Underwood, sorry, my Minuteman ammo. Because, you know, it's stout and you can also carry it because it's heavy enough to be carried and it's cheap enough to shoot at the range. I feel like a commercial here. But I've been shooting that a lot. But I've got all kinds of, cheap 350 Mag Tech, all this other stuff, 357 Magnum. And I usually don't pay much attention. I just grab it and go shoot it. As long as it works, I don't care who it's from. How whenever you'd see things on sale, like, oh, they got Mag Tech on sale, or oh, they got Winchester on sale. I would just buy a bunch of that. So I got a whole bunch of it, and I really don't care which one I shoot. But nowadays, when I buy, like when I'm stocking up on ammo, it's pretty much all Minuteman ammo. Because, like I said, it's still inexpensive enough. I can buy it in the 200 and 250 bulk packs. It's inexpensive enough, but it's still hot enough. If you ever needed it for a shoot its fan, it's a good hot carry ammo, too. And like I said, I feel like a commercial. I should start doing commercials, making money. Be nice to make money for a change off this goddamn godforsaken channel. Jeffrey Beeson said, for the pets and the vets and Phil. John, he pays $2 tithe to Phil. John Heasley chimed in, got an entry into the t-shirt drawing and the silver bullet drawing. Bella had another bad seizure last night. Oh, it's John Heasley. Bella had another bad seizure last night. Oh, that's not good. Poor little Chihuahua. Our Chihuahua used to have seizures every now and then, too. She started having them more towards the end of her life. They weren't really anything major at first. And she didn't start having until she was like 10 or 12. And then when she got like 13, she started having them more often, and she didn't live much longer than that. Not that I'm saying yours ain't going to live much longer, but Jonathan Ho also chimed in here, but he didn't say nothing because we all know he did his shit. Raymond D1776 says, for keeping all nights. Oh, for keeping the show going every night, I think that's what he's trying to say. I was going to cut it down to 3 nights a week, but then I started getting messages from people who are like, hey, we look forward to this every night. This is what gets me through my lunch at work when I work midnights, or, we're disabled and it's a little hour of pro-gun conversation. And for some reason, they find me entertaining. I think it's probably the meds that they take for their condition that makes me entertaining. I mean, I'm a hoot if you're high on something. So made me feel bad. So I have to keep it at 7 nights a week. How long have we been doing this with no breaks? We did over 1,000 shows in a row and without a single day off. And now I think we've done that again now, probably. So we've started doing this every night during the pandemic. And I think I've missed 2 nights since the pandemic. Jacoby said, Phil can have half of my imagination double wide. You mean you don't have a double wide in your imagination? That's the kind of thing you fantasize about, a double wide? Well, I live in a triple wide. I feel like we're rich with our triple wide. Up on a hill, on a dirt road. Living all fancy on a dirt road in a triple wide. Heavy J said, Kimber or Ruger revolvers, which are you for? Well, here's the thing. Kimber revolvers are probably the best if you're wanting that type of gun on the market. But that they make that one type of gun just with different barrel lengths. One's got exposed hammer, one's got the enclosed hammer, but then they just have different barrel lengths. They don't really have what I would call a catalog of revolvers. But oh my God, that Royale one. Has anybody ever seen that? I think I got pictures of it here from where I was at the gun shop the other day. Let me see if I can find it. This thing is way more beautiful than it has any right to be. Look at this gun right here. Boop, boop. That gun right there, that finish, that is the most beautiful blued finish I think I've ever seen on a gun. I would even accept the fact that it's double action only if I can own that gun, but it's not cheap. I don't think they make it anymore. I think they just bought a few of them at Sporting Systems. They still got one, but Mr. Bison says, don't sweat the patch. I'll still have one. Oh, you'll get what I send you. Tell me not to do something. Thinks he's the boss of me. Thinks he's better than me. Just because it probably is. That don't mean he gets to say it. Mike Dial chimed in here, got an entry into the silver bullet drawing and the t-shirt drawing. Because Paul needs a hand, did you watch a Biden video before or after you fell up the stairs? No, I didn't actually watch one, but I see how he does it. It's not all that complicated, so it's pretty easy to do. That bitch fell down a lot. I mean, I've got the video where the one where before he passed away, Gary tried to kill him once. Remember, I got that video on there online about that, where they caught him in the act. Where are we at? But no, I did not. I did that all on my own. I don't need Biden telling me how to fall up the stairs. I can do it. I can do it. Did we just get an order over on not PayPal, on Printify? Let me see. Mark Calkins was the last one. Yep, nope. Stephen, I'm hitting puberty, I think. Oh, we sold another Pete's Grindhouse shirt. I tell you, I think I got a new favorite design over there. That is a cool design, I think. Even if you're a Planet Terror fan, or if you're a Steamboat Willie fan or Disney fan, either one, it works on so many different levels. Or you just like guns because he's got a cool gun for a leg. But yeah, so another one of those. I think that's the first time I've sold two of a shirt that I just made in one day in a long time. All right, let's get back over to where we were. Make sure we're all caught up on everything, and then I'll get to the live chat. All right, let's get over here. The barrel on my 112-year-old Colt revolver is wore out. Did they build crap? I don't know. Probably. Should take it back to them. Say 112 years and it wore out. And if they ask if you're the first owner, you say yes. Bought it brand new. Tell me it was old stock, but it was brand new. Thoughts on J-frames with 38 special versus high cap 9mm? Thank you. Well, 9mm is more powerful than a J-frame, but than a 38 special, I mean. But you know, it depends on what you like to shoot. I think a revolver is superior to a semi-auto, especially if you're going to get real small, like a J-frame or a small semi-auto. I'd much rather trust a J-frame over a small semi-auto. And plus 9mm. I mean, if you're going to shoot 9mm, you might as well go 38 special. I mean, do you want to under penetrate with 38 special or under penetrate with 9mm? Which one is it? So I'd say either one, but I would lean towards the 38 special myself. But in reality, the 9mm is going to have more oomph to it. So I'd probably go with the 9mm. Because not only are you getting more rounds, you're getting more power from each round. And as long as it's a good, reliable gun, which most guns are going to be, I think you'll probably be better served with the 9mm. Unless you just like revolvers better. Jack Bauer chimed in again and says, "Hey, Yank, thanks for the advice last week. I took it, bought a K6S double action, single action. Also just ordered Smith & Wesson model 63-inch Pro grab-a-gun, has for $671. Heck of a deal, thanks." Well, I'd tell you get both. But that Kimber K6S, we should give me, where's my commission on this sale? I didn't get commission or nothing. And did you pay your tithe to Phil? Or is he going to come get you? Buy a new gun and not paying your tithe, boy, that is really pushing it. Although he paid his tithe, he did his donation here, so I guess that counts as his tithe to Phil. All right, let's get back over to the live chat. Who's the sixth lucky winner of pistol? They might be watching tonight. Please don't mention the ones you already played. What do you mean? Who's the sixth? I read all six winners already. And if you're saying like who was the one that hadn't responded as of the other day, I don't keep track. I don't until the day where I go over and write them all down and send it all to Grab-A-Gun. I don't give a fuck. I wait till the 25th regardless. I don't care if they all respond the day I announce it. I still don't tally the orders and the information and send it off until 10 days later, or else I won't have the money to pay for it. Thoughts on belly bands for EDC? Hate them, hate them, hate them, hate them. Hate them, hate them, hate them, hate them. Isn't that a song? I do not like belly bands at all. They put the gun in a very awkward position. They make it hard to get to the gun. Also, I don't think they retain the gun very well unless they got some sort of. And if you got to strap them in and everything, then that makes them even harder to get to. And if they're not strapped in, I had a belly band once. I tried it for a night. First night, I sat down in a restaurant and it pushed it up out of it, and it's just kind of like flopping forward with the barrel pointing towards my belly. So I was like, yeah, never carrying in this again. And it had a little Velcro strap over it, but I guess it came undone. So I was not happy about that. I was not happy about that. Did we get another order over on the website? So I got to say thank you to another person. Oh, I was going to say, when I said Stephen Keyser, that's my grandfather's last name, Keyser. He's not my grandfather by blood. He was my grandmother's second husband. His last name was Howard. His name was Howard Keyser. Howard Keyser, Keyser. Maybe we're related. Well, we wouldn't be related anyway because I wasn't related to him, but have familiar connections. Let me see. Was they the last one in order over here? No, Anthony Faison or Faison. How you say that? What'd they get? Oh, they got a couple sweatshirts. They must have money to burn. They got the Zombie Hunter sweatshirt. And what was the other one? Oh, the Wanted Nut. You know, the acorn, wanted dead or alive. The acorn from that cop that got scared by an acorn. It's kind of a subtle fuck you to police when you wear it. I hope you knew that when he bought it. But thank you to him for purchasing some merch. Let me see if we're all caught up here. Over here, Mikey Dial was the last one. Yep, he's still the last one. And when I was 20, I got a Manhurin MR73 that had a documented 80,000 rounds through it. It was up to 86,500-ish when my government made me sell it to them. Never failed once. Ugh, your government sucks. Why'd you do it? I would have told them I don't know what happened to it. I think squirrels got it. When you say that, just say the squirrels got it. What are they going to do? Question all the squirrels? Why did he send me a picture of cheese? I don't like cheese, but he sent me a picture. He said he just pulled this out of the smoker. He says, just pulled this out of the smoker. It's smoked cheddar cheese. I don't like cheese. I'm not a cheese eater. You know how you go to parties and they have those little toothpicks with cheese? Well, you might as well just do styrofoam peanuts on the end of them because I'm just as likely to eat either of them. I don't like cheese. I do like American cheese on burgers. And I can eat cheddar if we go to some place and I get a burger and they do cheddar. I can eat cheddar on a burger, but it's not what I prefer. But I like cheddar cheese on a burger or American cheese on a burger. And I like that spray can cheese. And the color, the flavor I like is yellow. I don't know what actual cheese it is, but I know the lid is yellow. So I like yellow. That's one. I do like that on Ritz Cracker, the yellow cheese. That I'll eat. If you can't handle stairs, you don't need a motorcycle. I can ride a motorcycle fine. Stairs are tricky. You got to use your feet and all that. It's weird. I don't like it. Plus, I just walked all day. We went to the auto show, and I walked all around that Coliseum multiple times, the convention center, and they put, for some reason, well, I don't know if I would say it was the luxury car section because it was Mercedes and Lexus, but it also had Genesis in there, which, I guess that is their luxury brand, but I don't think it needed to be in there with the, $200,000 Mercedes and then the Genesis, which, although I would like to have a Genesis GV70, But I don't know if my next car is going to be like something like that, something like a little SUV, or am I going to get another Mustang? Because the new Mustangs, every time I see them at the auto show, I'm like, I kind of want one of the new Mustangs. And Caden is like, get the Mustang, and then you can drive for 2 years, and then I'll take over the payments. Well, we'll see. What was I saying? Oh, I walked around that place all day, and then they put the one luxury brand cars upstairs. And then if you want to see the motorcycles, you had to go all the way around the other side of the upstairs section. It was a long ass walk. And then I found out you could have just went out one of the exit doors at the back of the auditorium and went up to the motorcycles, but they didn't have any marking anywhere for it. And then I went up there and wanted to buy a motorcycle, and I got told no. Like, I'm a grown man. I'm a grown ass man. If I want to buy a motorcycle, I'll buy a motorcycle. But I didn't buy a motorcycle. So I guess that means I didn't want one. Jack Bauer chimed in again, said, here is the commission, but you should have told me not to buy all of them. You just said Kimber was the best. Next, this year's 686 mountain gun. Oh, yeah, the new 686 mountain guns are nice. It's a 686 plus mountain gun, actually. And it's got no lock. I want one of those myself. I want one too. Pick me up one while you're at it. You know, I'll get you back eventually. One of these days. I'll pay you back a nickel a day until it's paid. How about that? I'm not going to mail them to you each every day, but I'm going to save up till I got a bunch of nickels because I don't want to pay shipping on each nickel. I might have to wait till I have them and then drive them to you because I don't know if I want to pay shipping on a bunch of nickels. So you might not see them until I have all the nickels like in the trunk of my car to pay for it. And I'll just drive. Where are you at? I'll have to have you reimburse me for gas though. Where are we at? I forgot what we're doing. I lost my place. Where am I at? 642 better or 442? Well, it depends on you want it black or silver. Just black or silver. That's what you're deciding right there. Weekend plans. What happened to lasagna? Well, I just didn't get around to it. My big plans was I went to the car show. To me, that's a big day. We went to breakfast with friends, and then we went to the car show. And Caden met us at the car show. He didn't go to breakfast with us, but that's a big weekend to me. Went to the car show. I don't want to leave the house again for another week at least. I got to recharge my social batteries, and it's going to take a little while. So we're going to have to wait a little bit before we do anything special because I exhausted myself doing that. Not physically, more emotionally exhausted myself being around people that much. That was a lot of people, and I was just like, ugh. Although it was about cars, and I do like going around cars, and I do like talking cars. And there's one guy talked to me about Mini Coopers forever. He loves Mini Coopers, and he had a Clubman, same year as mine, very similar to my Clubman. I showed him pictures of mine. He showed me pictures of his. I think we're dating now. I could do worse. Seemed like he had money. He's dressed nice and he has a lot of cars, goes to car shows and stuff. So, where were we? Richard Wilson chimed in, paid his $2 tithe to Phil, and said, "You are right. The K6S Royal is beautiful, but dang, the thing is expensive." Yes, it's expensive. I think they should give it to me because nobody else wants it, so they might as well just give it to me. They've had it there for a while, no one's bought it, so they might as well just give it to me. They don't want to see it sit there in that case unloved. I'll give it a home. I'll adopt it. I won't even charge them nothing for it at all. I'll just take it off their hands. They won't have to take care of it anymore. They don't usually go for that when I explain that to them in the store, that I'm doing them a favor taking it off their hands. They say things like, put that back or we'll have you arrested, or come back here, or we're calling the cops or stopping. He's trying to get away. They say things like that. I don't like that. Makes me feel unappreciated. Where are we? Sucks I can't get a Zula holster sent to my address. Why can you not get a Zula holster sent to your address? I get them sent here. Is yours a P.O. box or something? Do they not send a P.O.? I don't know. Can I send you pictures of my 3 inches? Well, if it's just 3 inches, is it worth it? Send 2 pictures, so it's at least 6. Since I load my own ammo, my practice ammo costs exactly the same as my carry, and it's all hot. I mean, you stole it? Massachusetts bans fireworks. Also, Native American reservations should be terminated. Also, teen register. Why should American? Well, I think Native American. If you're going to terminate the contract with them, how much we paying them, and how much of their old land are we giving them back if we canceled the contracts that set up their reservations? Because it's kind of a legally binding agreement. So, how much are we paying them for this? What the fuck are those? Looks like Yugos. He sent me a picture of some cars he passed today. They look like fucking Yugos. But of course, it's a real tiny little video. I can't see much. Let's see if I enlarge it, see if I can see. Well, I don't know what those are. They look like little Peugeots or something. I don't know where all those came from, but here, I'll show them. Oops, shit. I'll show this to you all. See if you all can see what they are. Present. What time is it? Are we doing? We still got like 5 minutes left. Share screen, window. Boom. Here's the video. Someone tell me what these are. I don't know my little French cars all that much. They almost look like old Saabs, but I don't know what those are. Little Peugeots or something. Why they got so many of them? I don't know. Did you hear Yugo's going to start making cars again? They're trying to start up a car brand again. Wonder how solid brass bullets will work. Make some brass hollow points. Oh, I don't know about brass. That's kind of, would that be too hard? I don't know. I don't know what hardness brass is. TYMP folks got their firearms yet? The people be asking. Well, no, they ain't got their firearms yet. And why would they be fucking asking? I sent them emails telling them exactly when I would be sending off the order. Can you check on my order 2285? That was what I was talking about earlier. Let's see. 2285. And if they canceled it, I'm going to have to. They canceled it. Let me know if there's another design you want. I'll get you any other design you want. I'll throw something else in with it. Or I'll refund this and I'll send you a copy of the file and you can take it and have it printed somewhere on your own. Just email me. Where was I at? Let's get back over here. PDs are now rejecting FOIA requests on the grounds that the body cam and dash cam footage violates the defendant's due process rights. What a load of shit. It is a load of shit. They're arrested in public. You put their arrests online, everything else, so no, you're not violating anything. It's just a scam to try to not give out information. You're not showing them committing the crime. You're showing you arresting them. And if you got them on video committing a crime, that doesn't interfere with their case at all. The Post Falls, Idaho PD adamantly refuses to release body cam and dash cam footage now. These are dirty cops in conservative Idaho, surrounded by bootlickers support. Well, that's the case in lots of places. The more conservative the state, the more crooked the police usually. It's one of the negative consequences because for some reason, conservatives tend to be huge bootlickers. When I was 22, I rented a wheel gun and couldn't hit the side of a barn with it. Were there any barns around? Were you actually shooting at a barn? You actually got to shoot at a barn. Can you check? I just did. Can you check on my order 2285? I just did. Send me an email saying, do you want to pick another shirt? And maybe a coffee mug go with it. I'll add it to it. Or do you want me to just give you a refund and I'll email you the file for that graphic? So if you want to take it somewhere and get it made, you can. I ain't going to sue you or nothing. I'll just give you a refund. You can take it to the mall and get one made or something. What? Would you say that to a police officer if she was your wife? You said to her and she'd be like, why not right now? What? Did that make sense to somebody? I don't know if that made any sense. What is that? I like cutting cheese. The Proud Boys leader Enrique Tarrio was just arrested for punching a woman outside the Capitol building. Tarrio was pardoned by Trump last month. Yeah, don't take these guys long to get themselves back into trouble. Well, they got to be in trouble all the time where the money stops flowing into their GoFundMes and stuff. They got to exploit money out of morons somehow. Really need to try smoked mild cheddar on a burger. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't need to try it at all. You can't make me, and I ain't gonna. Don't tell me what I need to try. I ain't trying it. We got about 1 minute left, so I'll get to as many questions as I can over here. My neighbor Earl Gunther says semi-autos suck because you might accidentally hit the magazine release button while holding the gun. Well, that is a possibility, but I mean, you also might accidentally stick the gun up your ass and pull the trigger if you're an idiot. So I guess it could, all kinds of things could happen. But we're going to go ahead and call it here. Do I think I made enough to make it worth? No, I did not. I should have not done that, but we'll do that here. I'm going to sign off and then we'll do the shirt drawing. So hang on, everybody. First off, I want to say thanks to everybody for coming. I appreciate it. Everybody who showed up for the chat today, everybody asked questions, keeps the conversation rolling. People who donate and help support the Pets and Vets program, people who buy merchandise, support TYMP. Just no matter how you support the channel, I appreciate what you do. You're the ones that keep us here when YouTube's trying to get rid of us. So thanks for everything. I will see you all tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe until I see you again.